Hi, this is Pete with Strymon. We're going to check out the new Eurorack Generalissimo 4-head tape delay. The genesis of the tape delay is based on our D-tape technology found in our El Capistan. We've expanded that concept to a 4-head tape delay with individual playback level control for each head, individual feedback selection, and the familiar echo tone controls down here that will shape the quality and sound of the repeats. Each of the heads has its own clock out signal, which will synchronize the clock outs to the delay tap tempo or delay time, so you can control other modules. There are CV inputs for some of the controls. This is a prototype version, so the ultimate product feature set is being determined. It will be there'll be more than you're seeing here. Ultimately, we're getting some great feedback, and look forward to defining the final feature set. But this prototype will give you an idea of some of the things that this module will be capable of doing. The tape speed works along with the tap tempo to select the delay time. The speed is essentially a performance kind of feature that it's a very speed kind of action, so you can speed up and slow down your delays and hear the associated artifacts that you would hear in a very speed machine. You can tap any tempo at any tape speed. So the tape speed ranges, we're calling the middle position is 1-to-1 tape speed, roughly equivalent to a 15 IPS machine. 2-to-1 tape speed, 30 IPS. At 9 o'clock, it's half speed, 7.5 IPS, and then minimum is 3 3/4. So it's an 8-to-1 range altogether. So that means if I tap in a 2-second tap tempo at highest tape speed, that becomes a 16-second delay at the lowest tape speed. And I'm not going to wait for that to go again. But if I tap in a very fast tempo, it'll accept the tap at 50 milliseconds. 20 times a second is about as fast as you'll be able to do it. That becomes a 6 3/4. I have to do my math. 6 1/4 millisecond delay at the highest speed. So you actually get kind of flanging effects when you turn the feedback up. When you turn the feedback up, it'll get into some self-oscillation, which then can be used to play around as an instrument as you vary the speed. And the spring reverb is also independent of the playback level. So enough talking, let's get some sounds going here. So here we've got each head activated, but none of the feedback is activated. If I activate the 4th head, so the variable level on each head is also independent of the feedback. So even though we're not now listening to head 3, we could engage the feedback. So you can have any or all or any combination of the feedbacks active. The feedback feeds back quite easily when multiple heads are engaged. We turn the playback down to prevent excessive levels here. So it becomes an oscillator, but it's chaotic in the sense that you don't know what frequency you're going to get ultimately, because it depends on the delay time and the content of the feedback loop, and it'll find the resonant frequencies that will oscillate at. So we've added some spring reverb there. Now, this won't be the final implementation of the user interface, but we have a scaled, quantized scale mode. If we tap in a fast tempo here, then we'll get easier oscillation. So there it kind of changed sympathetic resonance in the middle. If we take the low cut out, then it'll find a higher frequency to find. So now we go back to.
So they actually are really good.
Delay. Oh, so play back down, spring up. Independent operation there. It has a sound on sound mode that allows you to splice in and splice out. When you enter sound on sound, it will automatically be playing back whatever was in the tape loop. The sound on sound tape loop possibility speed time is 1 minute at slow speed, and then 5 seconds at high speed. At any speed that you record at, of course, you can vary the speed and continue recording. So let's clear the loop and splice in. Oh, one more thing. In sound on sound mode, head 4 becomes the sound on sound playback head. The rest of the heads are still active, but let's start with, you have to engage the feedback or else the sound on sound won't feed back. It's not a looper in the, it's a sound on sound looper, so it is subject to the feedback and any modifications to the sound that have been done down here. So let's see, we'll try this. So that's what I recorded, but the other heads are still active. So let's see, let's try recording, continuing to record as we vary the speed. And if I engage the feedback, then that will feed back and record to the loop. Now I've turned it off, but now it's been printed to the loop. We also have a record level defeat, a record input defeat, so if I turn it off, I'm playing over, but I'm not adding to the sound on sound. And we go back to regular mode, and it just it stays continued in the loop. We also have a sound on sound trigger, which will bring you back to the start of your sound on sound loop seamlessly, and you can start with that and use that as a pretty cool performance thing. And the clock outs allow for the synchronization of other modules, and as I said, prototype phase. This gives you an idea of the features that we're looking at, and we will add some more, and appreciate taking the time to check it out. Thanks.